It is morning, it's about 10 a.m. here. I find that is the best time to review whiskey. But to get me warmed up, as it's going to be my first review of the day. So I'm a little bit subdued, I've only had a coffee. Today I'm going to review, actually there's no name for it, but I'm going to call it the Olaf Glass, okay? The Olaf Glass. I will send all the links and information at the bottom of the social media for Olaf Glass. Unassuming German fella in Germany. I saw one of his glasses in a Malaysian forum, and I was like, that looks really cool. I contacted him. You have to contact him directly, pay, he'll ship it overseas. So our club decided to get 25 of these glasses. Here it is, as you can see in this clip. It looks like an onion. It's got ribs. It's got a lid. So what's cool about this glass is that it's bespoke. It's bespoke. It is hand blown. Each individual set is hand blown. Okay, hand blown with a blowtorch. He does it himself, and he works on the next one. So what's actually interesting is that the lid. This lid doesn't fit the other glass that I've got. Right? This lid fits only this glass. I mean, I'm sure some of them will fit the other, but they're so handmade and they're so bespoke and unique that is actually what it is. And I like the lid. It's got a little hole in the top, which obviously is from the cutting, but you know, I guess you could, you know, see it's a breathing lid. I don't know, actually no, it's just from the cutting probably. I'm just talking shit. Anyway, let me take you through them. I'm just gonna drink a on the nose actually, many nose. I'm gonna nose a Glengoyne 12. It's a sherried cask, but a sherried whiskey, but it's not too heavy, just to basically compare the two. The standard Glencairn, which is my go-to, and the Olaf Glass, okay? And look, first of all, my observation, fantastic workmanship, beautiful. I mean, this is hand-blown as hand-blown can be. I'm not even kidding. Like, when you put the glasses side by side, there's differences in every single one. No two is the same. It is amazing. It's got a nice ring to it. Nice ring. Okay, nice ring. The glass is quite light though. Okay, the glass is quite light compared to the heavy bottom of the Glencairn, which is very practical. The glass is quite light, so you have to be very careful. Okay. Now the ribs for extra pleasure is actually inside the glass, not outside. I talked to him about that. He said the ribs are there to add surface area, to aerate, but also to obviously surface area for evaporation and nosing. Okay, in theory that works, but you know, apart from the aesthetics, and it is quite light, so it doesn't feel as premium, but you know, I think it is handmade shit. That's pretty fucking premium. Let's get nosing and compare the two. So, all right. Okay, so straight away I notice the Glencairn, I noticed the new make on the Glencairn a lot more. Okay, when I say new make, it's 12 years old, quite young. I can still smell the youth. The Glencairn really does expose that youth a lot. Wow. The Glencairn really does expose that youth a lot. And because of that youth, it subdues all of the other flavors, the Christmas cake spice, there's the sugar, the burnt caramels. Whilst the Olaf Glass makes a more cohesive nose. Now that could be, I mean, the nose is not, I mean, look, actually that's quite cool. The nose is not, sorry, the opening is not vastly different. Okay, get out of here. Not vastly different, but the way it goes into your nose is clearly different. I mean, wow. So the Olaf Glass does give for a better nosing experience, actually. I can't dispute that right now, I'm telling you. Now, the adhesion of the liquid on the side of the Olaf Glass is not as heavy as the Glencairn. So the Glencairn, it just coats it and it just stays there. The Olaf Glass, it coats it, but it does slowly but surely, very, very slowly some of it beads down. So that's obviously just the surface and finish of the glass. You can't really help that. But what's interesting about it is, I think with that, because there's not as much adhesion and evaporation, you don't get as much of a megaphone effect of flavors, right? So this one, you're getting a megaphone effect. It's like, smell me. This one is, I want you to smell me, but not too much yet. Not too close. Anyway, so the Olaf Glass has a more subdued nosing ability, which is pretty cool. I like that. I actually do like that a lot. The Glencairn is much more robust. But in saying that, both are excellent glasses. Okay, this is a workhorse. This is 7 times the price. So really, you have to look at it and go merit for merit. But this is absolutely beautiful. It looks amazing. It looks amazing in your shelf. And also, if you are, let's say, a slow drinker, you pour yourself a big one, and you can obviously sip slowly and not worry about it evaporating, because that is a real thing. Evaporation, especially in cold weather as well, where it chills too much, and then it becomes all cloudy from the air, oxygen, and the chilling, and then obviously in hot weather as well. But yeah, that is a real thing. That is a real problem. Now let's try drinking from them, right? Now, we all know the Glencairn, easy to drink from. The angle is great. Okay, the angle is great. Easy. And how is this a drink from? You know what? Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay? Not a bad angle to drink from. Pours easy. No complaints. No complaints. The Blender's Glass is my go-to for nosing and tasting during super premiums. I must say, the Blender's Glass, great for nosing, great for picking out flavors, but it's a bit fucking annoying when you're drinking from it sometimes, right? Like, it's just like, it's such a bulbous thing, and you're like, ugh, you know. But this is absolutely fantastic. The stem is long enough to hold, which is cool, okay? Yeah, but the feeling of it is definitely quite light. I mean, my suggestion to Olaf here would be to make the base heavier. Actually, to be honest, make the base a bit heavier. I know, you know, everyone has their thing, but my suggestion is to make the base thicker and heavier, just so one, it's more stable, and two, it just feels a bit more heavy, you know, heavy. Nevertheless, thank you very much for joining me today for another glass review, and there's not many glasses around there. Cheers.